We now reach the cubital fossa, another high-yield topic, cubital fossa. The cubital fossa is the area that is right in front of the elbow joint. It is a triangular depression. It is a triangular depression right in front of the elbow joint. Now let's see in this figure on the left hand side, if you see this figure, then this yellow triangular area shown by this is your area of cubital fossa. So what is the importance of cubital fossa? Why do we study cubital fossa? That will all come into play now. Now you can see over here what are the boundaries. If you connect with an imaginary plane the two epicondyles of the humerus, and then this supposedly is the medial side, this is the lateral side, then from the medial side you have a muscle known as pronator teres. On the lateral side you have a brachioradialis. So their borders, if you combine them with the imaginary line, they form a depression right in front of your elbow joint. If you flex your elbow, you will see a depression over here. That depression is the cubital fossa. Now, what are the important points in cubital fossa? Now, about the boundaries, these are the brachioradialis, pronator teres and the imaginary plane. Now, what are the other parts of cubital fossa? The important parts over here are the roof, then you have the floor, then you have the contents and their importance. Roof means which is closer to the skin or superficial structures. So, roof will comprise of obviously the skin, then you will have the superficial fascia, and this superficial fascia will be having cutaneous veins, cutaneous nerves, and then below the superficial fascia you will have the deep fascia, which will have your aponeurosis, that is your bicipital aponeurosis, which we studied while studying the tendon of biceps brachii. Now let's see this figure. This again will be your medial aspect, this will be your lateral aspect. Why? Because here you have the basilic vein, which is medial. So B and C. B comes before C, BC. So taking from the midline, basilic vein, then cephalic vein. So medial you have the basilic vein, lateral you have the cephalic vein. Right at the area of cubital fossa, this is the area of cubital fossa, there is a vein which is very important known as median cubital vein, the most common vein in the body, which goes for the intravenous injections or taking while the blood venous sample in your normal rounds of the ward. This median cubital vein connects cephalic vein to the basilic vein. Very, very important structure. Why? Understand over here, look at this figure. This is a superficial fascia, we have removed the skin. You can see this vein, median cubital vein. Around this median cubital vein, there are few cutaneous nerves, which are the medial and lateral cutaneous nerves, very thin cutaneous nerves, thin as your hair. Now this median cubital vein, why is it so common for intravenous sampling and all? Because this median cubital vein, it is sitting or it is lying over this bicipital aponeurosis, which you can see in this figure. If we take it with this a different color, this is your whole bicipital aponeurosis, your white colored condensation of deep fascia, which takes from the originates from the tendon of biceps brachii and goes insert into the ulna. Therefore, the median cubital vein is in a very stable position over the bicipital aponeurosis, so it is very easy to take the sampling from there. Median cubital vein, important part of the cubital fossa. Roof, forming the roof. Now, if you move away from the roof of cubital fossa, then what other relations are there for the cubital fossa? You can see them with this diagram, very important. You can see this figure over here, concentrate over here, and you will appreciate that this median cubital vein is sitting over the bicipital aponeurosis. And behind this bicipital aponeurosis, you have the artery running down. Which is this artery? This artery is your continuation of brachial, then your ulnar artery. So therefore, you can say that you have in the roof you have the median cubital vein, then you have the bicipital aponeurosis. Behind this you will have the artery, that is the brachial artery. Very important location. Clear? Now moving ahead from here, the next figure is showing you the other parts of cubital fossa. What will be the other parts? I told you, I discussed you with the roof. Then what about the floor? Where is this cubital fossa lying? The floor is basically formed by two muscles. Kindly remember their names: supinator and your brachialis. Supinator and brachialis. These two muscles, they form the floor of the cubital fossa. Now imagine a room. This supposedly you are sitting in a room. You have a roof, you have a floor. The roof is formed by the skin and superficial fascia and deep fascia. Floor will be by those muscles which are lying over this bone. So supinator and your brachialis. Now what is between roof and floor is your contents. They are again very important. So the contents are the structures which are between the roof